Wait, okay, now.
Daddy, good night. Good night. Master, may the force be with you. Master, may the force be with you.
Okay, what? Say it again, Kalani.
May the force be with you. Master, remember, may the force be with you. Okay.
Okay.
Read.
All right, we're going to read. We're going to read Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Yeah.
But since I have to read it, we can't videotape the story for you.
Yeah.
Oh, would you like to videotape the story?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But
All right.
am I going to be sure?
Yeah, you have to stay up there. Oh, can you see us? Can you see the book?
Yeah. No, I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit right there.
Okay. All right, so you can tape the story. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight, and he needed something to walk on. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost, and he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him.
Mommy, I want to finish that so we can read that.
The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree in it. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon.
Is it moving?
It is moving. See, he's going rawr.
Oh.
It
really
even
moving.
frightened Harold.
It's not really moving.
It
is in the camera.
Yeah. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand holding the purple crayon shook. Uh-oh, what happened? What's going to happen? You remember what happens? Suddenly he realized what was happening. But by then Harold was over his head in an ocean. He came up thinking fast, and in no time he was climbing aboard a little trim boat. He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed along with him.
I was Harold.
The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch.
I was Harold.
You do.
I was Harold so I could get a purple one.
When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. Can you still see it? Can you still see the story? Harold knew that the higher up he went, the further he could see, so he decided to make the hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought he could see the window of his bedroom.
But Mama, if he drew the other side down, he wouldn't fall.
I know, but see, I think he fell before he had time to draw the other side. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped, and there wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling in thin air.
Stop it! He put his hands in the front.
But luckily, he kept his wits and his purple crayon.
Stop it, Kalani!
Oh, yeah, don't do that so Daddy can see.
Kalani, stop!
He made a balloon and he grabbed onto it. Don't you miss those fights, honey?
What do you mean don't
And he made a basket under the big balloon, big enough to stand in. He had a very
Why
fine...
are you saying don't you miss those
Wait,
fights?
I'm talking to Daddy. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. So he made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows.
No!
No! Kalani, that's enough. But none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be.
Don't play with it. Can I hold it? No. No.
And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in bed. Then, suddenly, Harold remembered. He remembered where his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon.
No, I can't see when you do that.
Guys,
Okay.
it was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed. He got in it and he drew up his covers. And the purple crayon dropped on the floor, and Harold dropped off to
That's
sleep.
annoying, Kalani.
So good night, honey. That has been our story. We had a story and a fight between brothers.
Don't say we had a fight.
So just like Harold and the purple crayon, when you look out your window, your window surrounds our hearts.
Now we have to record the fight on the computer.